So, one of the best places to start if you're looking to make your first money online, make your first $50 an hour, $100 an hour, $200 an hour online is actually Fiverr. I see a lot of copywriters, a lot of freelancers complain that Fiverr is a race to the bottom, that they can't make any real money on Fiverr. I've made tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars from Fiverr alone, but you have to have a strategy and you have to be going after the right gigs. I focus on copywriting for advertorials, for video sales letters, for webinars, and for entire sales funnels. So I know that probably sounds like a lot, right? Like, I don't know how to do a webinar. I don't know how to do a video sales letter. So here's what you do. You go online and you look for their competitors of the clients that are, so say it's a coach or consultant, right? What you do is you find their biggest competitor and then you take that webinar of the biggest competitor and you put it in a transcription service like Temi, TEMI.com. And you basically get that transcription service to transcribe the entire webinar. Then you write it out, you section it out sentence by sentence, and you reverse engineer it. You do what's called funnel hacking. You study it. So you can see what a successful and high converting webinar, a VSL, looks like, right? So now you have kind of the template that you can recreate for a new client. Obviously, it's going to be completely different copy. You don't want to, just follow, the exact, word for word from the transcription, but you can model it, right? So that's what I would do. And on Fiverr, you can make three, four, $5,000 for a VSL. For a webinar, I charge 10 grand for a webinar. The minimum that I've ever charged for webinars, even in the very beginning, was $5,000 because webinars can be an hour to an hour and a half to 2 hours long. You can make and they take about 2 to 3 days to complete an entire webinar. And that's really good money to make $10,000, even $5,000 for 2 to 3 days worth of work, right? So what you do is you go onto Fiverr, you go onto Upwork. I would really focus on Fiverr and Upwork if I were you. And you create a profile. And I would focus on creating advertorials, email copywriting, ads, webinars, and VSLs. And you use this strategy and you can make crazy, crazy money as a side business, as a freelancer, but it has to be the right gigs. And are there going to be clients on Fiverr who try to, pay you nothing? Yes, absolutely. I've gotten clients that are like, I only need a $500 advertorial. That's it. That's all I want to pay. It's up to me as the copywriter, as the freelancer, to sell the business owner, the client, on why they want to pay a lot of money for copywriting, right? It's you're basically selling them on investment versus cost. I've seen a lot of business owners, they try to go cheap and they hire someone who is a brand new copywriter who doesn't charge them much, right? They're attracted to that low price. And then they come back to me a month later and they're like, I just spent $1,000 on a sales funnel. It didn't convert. And I'm like, yeah, it didn't convert because you hired someone who doesn't know what they're doing, right? You get what you pay for. So the biggest thing is, how are you selling the sales funnel? I sell sales funnels as a system. I sell sales funnels as a profit generating machine for clients, right? Because the reality is a high converting sales funnel can make clients $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month with their business. So how much would a business owner be willing to invest in order to get that type of profit generating machine? I mean, what we're doing as copywriters is we're essentially creating ATMs or cash machines for these businesses, because that's how it works. With, like I said, a high converting sales funnel, if you run ads to that from Facebook, Google, YouTube, TikTok, it can make business owners a ton of money. So you have to change your psychology from thinking, I don't want to charge too much. I want to be competitive with the pricing. I don't want to be competitive at all. I want to charge the the most amount of money that I possibly can. And it's my job to sell them on why they should be paying that premium amount, right? So that goes into you becoming a master of your craft. Say you want to sell advertorials. How many advertorial samples do you have? How many advertorials that are the highest converting in the industry have you actually studied? You can go on, and look up native ads on Facebook and go on Google as well and find advertorials that are performing really well right now and reverse engineer them and study them and see, what's the headlines that are converting? What's the angles? What's the stories? What's the hooks? What is the call to actions at the bottom that is getting people to get these high click-through rates, these high CTRs, right? There's a science to copywriting. And if you can kind of reverse engineer that science, then you